Hi, I'm Alt97. I'm going to show you exactly how to make a gunpowder farm using creepers. And it's fairly simple. Let's get on with it. So right in front of me are 3 shulkers with all the materials you're going to ever need. So the first box here, you're going to have some white concrete, which you can actually make as your own blocks material. It's going to be the main building block. So use whatever for that. And then the trapdoors, you can make it any form of trapdoor type, just as long as it's the ones you can close by hand and not by redstone, like the iron trapdoors. And here we have some carpet, which can be any form of carpet. So here's the first chest of items. And now we have the other chest, a full shulker of white concrete, which is also going to be the main building blocks. So you can choose whatever type of block you want for that. And over onto this last one here, not a lot of items, just a couple of items that you're going to need. And yes, this is carved pumpkin and this is snow blocks. After you've collected your items and put them into 3 shulkers, you're going to want to make your way to the middle of a ocean biome, where you're about 115, 120 blocks from any type of land. So I'm going to head over to this pillar that I made there. Once you have made your way to that point, go ahead and dig yourself a pillar up to the water and then add 3 blocks above water level. All right, now you're going to follow the same exact pattern that I do with these chests. So one in the middle, one to the left, and then grab yourself a hopper and place the hopper off to the side of the chest, not on top, pointing into the chest. Then one chest on top of the hopper, another chest next to that chest, and then try to jump and place the hopper on the side of the chest, not above the chest, and then one more chest going this way on top of it, and then one going to the right. So this is what it should look like. Chest in the middle, chest to the left, hopper to the right pointing into the chest, chest above, chest to the left, hopper on the left pointing into the chest, another chest above that, and then to the right. Next, you're going to want to shift and jump, placing a hopper above the chest and another hopper above that hopper, and then extend each side by 3 hoppers. So you can shift and place the 3 hoppers on each side. So this is the shape you're kind of looking for. Hopper in the middle, 3 on each side. Then pick any side of those extensions and go ahead and extend the hoppers by 2 on those sides. And then you can kind of grab onto the other side here and extend those by 2. And kind of make your way around. You don't want a corner connection. You're going to just do it diagonally. So this is the shape you're kind of going for. So let's quickly recap on the direction of the hoppers. So you have this hopper pointing into this chest, this hopper pointing into that hopper, and then these lines of hoppers here pointing into each other, making its way to the middle hopper. You can tell what direction they're pointing by this little bit sticking out here. Now, as for these sides, they're pointing into that middle hopper, which is pointing down the center. So same goes here. This is pointing to the right and this is pointing to the left, and that goes for all the sides. And yeah, so this is the shape. Next thing you're going to want to do is just add 1 hopper to the ends of each one of these guys here that you just extended by 2. You're going to just put 1 hopper on each one of those. And that should be the last hopper. So now your shape looks like this. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to bridge that gap here with your building block choice that you did, if it wasn't the white concrete like mine, on all sides. Then you're going to grab your rails and go ahead and add the normal rails on the hoppers here surrounding this white concrete, or whatever block you chose, on every single side, just like this. So you're gonna have to shift click to place the rails onto the hoppers, and then you're gonna add your powered rails onto whatever building block you chose, if it's not the white concrete like mine. And now you notice that they don't have any power, so you're gonna go ahead and just extend the middle by 1 on each side, just like that. And what we'll do next is grab our redstone torch and just put a little torch on there, adding power to those tracks. This is pretty much what you should have so far. Now we're going to grab our hopper mine carts and place them on every side. You should have 4 hopper mine carts, and just give them a little nudge. And from there on, they should spin around infinitely without stopping. And that is pretty much your collection and storage system for the farm we're going to build now. Now the next thing I want you to do is pillar up once on one side, add a concrete block, and kind of do a little outline around the inside of that square. Not going above the carts, but kind of at the edge right here. Now what I want you to do is place magma blocks above the carts here on all sides. If you shift on the magma blocks, you don't receive damage. Next, you want to place a temporary block here and do an L shape in this corner. Break that temporary block. Place another temporary block there and do a line going across. An L shape right here, because this time we're actually going to do it like this, so I don't have to place 2 temporary blocks. Just kind of copy that same pattern. L, line across, L again, line across, and do that all the way around. Now, the next thing you want to do is actually raise this up by 5 blocks total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do that for the outside ring and this inside. But on this one, so once we raise it up one time, right, from this level, you're then going to want to add a floor here and then continue it going. But this whole thing's got to be solid. And it's going to go 5 blocks tall, so pretty much up to this level. Now, once you have that 5th level done, what you're going to... Oh, that's not what you want to do. You want to get back up here. Woo. And you want to break the middle. We're going to drop the middle of this by 1 block, because this is where we're going to place our snow golems. So now you want to grab out of this chest a bed like this, and the spruce buttons and the fence. We're going to set up the chamber for our snow golems. I almost forgot to show you, this is the shape you kind of want to have. And this is how it looks from underneath. Just like that. And also under here, we got that gap. Above, same thing. So, for the... what's that called? Snowman, you want to go ahead and place 1 fence on each side. Then add another fence to each side here. And then over in the corner spot, add a fence just like that. Make your way around and do that for all sides. Perfect. And then you want to extend it up by 1 on each end. And create kind of a like a cross pattern like this. So from above, this is what it should look like. From the side, you got going up twice, and over. And then just this little corner section. Now, next thing you want to do is, it's going to be a little difficult because you want to get these snow golems in this section here. So you're going to go ahead and place it just like I did, which I just placed it 2 blocks forward from the fence and 2 snow blocks above. Oh, that's white concrete. That is not snow. Let's get the snow this time. You might need to stock up on the snow though, because this might take you a couple of tries. Because you want this guy to get into this corner right there. So go ahead and pack up the snow, place the golem. You either want to nudge him, which sometimes that doesn't work out, but I'm going to try it. Yep, so nudging worked for me. That's the first time it's worked for me. We're going to do that again. Let's see if I am lucky once more. Yep, so go ahead and nudge them in there. Some people, they hit them in there, but try the nudging because it worked for me. So you want to do 2 on each side, just like we did right here. So this is what you should have. Pretty much 2 golems in each corner, making it a total of 8 golems. Now you want to add some buttons on every single empty spot around the fences, just like this. And then 1/2 slab on each corner closest to the buttons, just like that. Now the next thing to do is to use the trap doors that we had talked about and go ahead and place them on every side, including this side of the wall. So you're going to do that to all of the other 3 sides of the square. So now you should have something that looks something like this. Trapdoors on all sides of each side, and then the slabs on the corners there, and then those buttons. All right, now we're going to start on the path for the spawning spaces. So from this block, you're going to add 12 more. So 1, 2, 3, and this is the center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 there. Then you're going to go over by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down by 1 towards the snowmen. And then add 3. 1, 2, 3 to the sides here. And then go down by 1 again. And then you're going to go over by 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to do the same exact thing to this side. So we're going to go ahead and add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over by 1 towards the snow golems. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. Over by 1 again. And then 1, 2. And so you're pretty much going to do that for all sides. So extend out by 12. And then you're going to add 4. Right? And then you're going to go down by 1, add 3, then down by 1, add 2. So we'll do one more together, just in case. So going to the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down by 1, and then over 3, 1, 2, 3, down by 1, over 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to stop there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down by 1, then 1, 2, 3, break that torch, down by 1 again, and then 1, 2. So go ahead and do that to the other 2 sides, and I'll see you when it's done. So this is the shape we should kind of have here. So 4 here, 3 here, 2 there. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and get started on connecting the corners here. So we're just going to go diagonally like this. Just go ahead and go diagonal till it connects up. Just like that. All right, so now you have something like this. Now what's left to do is just fill in that empty space on every corner. Now that had taken me quite a while to do, so I know for sure that took you quite a while, but this is what you should have. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and build up the wall. So pretty much you're gonna go 2 blocks high on the sides, and you're not going to connect them. So it's gonna be diagonal for every time you place the block. It's not gonna be connected like this. All right. So let's get that done. Going all the way around. All right. So this is pretty much what you should have. Now we're going to do the carpets, which is going to help with spider spawning. So you're going to we're going to do this on every side going across. You're going to skip this block, place a carpet, and then every third one. So 1, 2, third one, place a carpet. 1, 2, third one, place a carpet. 1, 2, third one, place a carpet. And you're going to pretty much do that on every side. Skip, place, 1, 2, carpet. 1, 2, carpet. 1, 2, carpet. And do that for the other 2 corners or sides. Now what you're going to do is go to the sides now. So 1, 2, carpet. 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 So that's pretty much what you're going to do. You're just going to follow that pattern going across. 1, 2, carpet, carpet. This will pretty much, you just mimic exactly this row. You're going to just follow the same thing. So carpet, 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 and then no carpet. So carpet, carpet, and it's going to be straight line across. This one you're going to place it in between 2 and 2. Same thing here. You're just going to follow that going up and do the same thing to the other sides. So you're just connecting the carpets that you just placed with each other, but leaving a 2 gap in between every carpet besides this right here. So this is what the pattern should look like for you with the carpets. Now the next thing to do, and we're almost done with this entire farm, is to do the most annoying part, and that is placing your trapdoors on the top portion of the block. So it's going to be a I think it's like a 1.7 gap, and the creepers are the only ones allowed to spawn within this gap. All the other mobs are way too tall for that. So just add the trapdoors all the way around, except for this plus section here where the drop is and where these guys are. You're gonna leave that empty. All right, so after the painful amount of trapdoors that you've placed, it should look something like this. So like I mentioned, just leave that plus shape empty. Now, last but not least, we are going to be covering every trapdoor with a solid block. Do not place it on this block, only the trapdoors. Cover it all up, and then above here you're actually going to cover up too. This is all going to get covered up. Now if you were going to add another level, then you would leave this open and mimic the same thing you did here, but on the next level, and so on and so forth, till your heart has been full of gunpowder. Now that you've filled up the entire roof, where the trapdoors are, you want to find a center, and you want to build up 197 blocks. I mean, not 197 blocks, 116 blocks, which for me would be 197. So let's go ahead and get to 197. After you've done that, then go ahead and build yourself a little platform and a little block above your head to protect yourself from the phantoms. Now, the reason why we're going this high is because this will make all the other spots on land and on the water, in the water, unspawnable. So all our spawning is happening within our farm. Now you want to get right back down there. You want to place down those torches so that way at night no other mobs will spawn. Now I like to use this mod that whenever I place down a torch or take a torch away, it'll tell me the light levels, so I know whether it's a spawnable spot for hostile mobs. Now that we are done, I'm going to go ahead and spectate this area while I'm upstairs at the pillar. And you can see all of the spawning spaces for the creepers and all the creepers that are spawning and getting one-shotted. Well, not one-shotted, but getting headshotted by these snowmen, which is forcing them to run towards them to try to attack them, but they fall to their death. Now, the reason why we didn't fill up the roof here of the trapdoors right in front of these guys is to allow the arch of the snowballs to come through. Because you can see it sometimes they actually hit the roof just like that right there and just like that. So if we put the slabs over, they'll constantly hit the roof. They're never going to arch over and hit the creepers. Now, after about 3 minutes of just standing up there and doing the other cutscene with you guys, we managed to get ourselves 2 stacks of gunpowder and a little bit of gunpowder after that, 10 gunpowder. So 2 stacks and 10 for just like 3 minutes of talking to you guys, give or take. Now, if this is your type of farm and you really need this, or it has helped you gain unlimited access to the gunpowder pretty early game, make sure to leave this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Let me know what farm you want to see next, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody's comments and see what I can do. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Alt97, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.